Welcome back! Today on Dialed In DIY, I am sharing one of my absolute favorite tool hacks with you that has so many different kinds of applications. If you've ever used a tool with a handle, you really understand the value of a good grip. When the grip is anything less than the best, then you've got a problem of effectiveness, comfort, and more importantly, safety. But I've come across a solution that's not only extremely effective, it's extremely low cost. Let me show you what I mean. My non-traditional hack of choice? Hockey tape. Yep, tape, but hockey tape. A lot of great benefits to hockey tape, including being designed to be water resistant or waterproof. Let me show you some of the best ways to use this to improve your grip. In complete honesty, this first step is all you need for some tools, and I'm going to show you one later where I did just that. Hey, remember on that hammer to the right, how it has a wider butt on the end? That really helps to keep a tool from flying out of your hand when you swing really hard. You can actually accomplish the same thing using this tape, and this next step is going to do just that. For the purposes of this video, I'm doing it over top of this table, but ideally you actually don't want to have the roll touching a surface below you because it'll help keep things straight and stretched out. However, this still works just the way I'm doing it here. The process of wrapping the twisted tape rope like this in a couple of rows and a couple of layers actually results in something a little bit like a crown at the end of the handle. This really does build up the end, makes for a wider butt, and keeps the tool from flying out of your hand. The third step you can take with hockey tape is to create another one of these tape ropes and wrap it around the handle to create ridges. The ridges will give extra texture, which actually have multiple effects. One is to further help reduce the slipping up and down on the handle, and two, helping to reduce the accidental rotation of the handle in your grip. One last overlapping layer of tape, smooth tape, all the way back up, covers all of the ridges and gives everything a nice clean finish at the end, but also helps to keep everything securely in place when you start to utilize the tool. Hey, one little note of caution here. While all of these techniques will definitely help to reduce slippage and improve the effectiveness of the utilization of your tools, the one thing you need to be careful about is until you've actually tested the grip well to make sure that you've wound it tight enough that nothing will move around, you want to be careful about how aggressively you swing the tool. Once you're comfortable and confident in the new grip that you've applied, start swinging away. Now that I've shown you a pass through all three of the primary steps that I utilize in regripping a tool, I'll show you some different uses on different types of tools and some variations that I like to apply. The first one is just a basic wrap over a tool that already has a pretty well-shaped handle to begin with. So I got a question for you now that I've moved on to the second one here. How many tools do you think I can manage to work on with one roll of tape? You're going to find out in a little bit. For the soft-faced hammer, I don't swing it hard enough to be a huge problem, so all I needed to do was add a little bit more friction to the handle. And for any tool where a mistake in the swing could create a much bigger problem, I'll stick with a method a little bit more like the mallet. I'll just do all three. So, what happens when you're on top of your 8-foot plus ladder and your 20-foot pole saw snags on a branch? I'll tell you what happened to me. your grip gets tired fast. So I did quickly get back to the end of this pole and add a lot more texture, and it helped tremendously in reducing the amount of slippage, but made it much easier for me to keep a good grip to saw away at high branches. So this was a perfect example of where I just needed to add a good smooth layer plus the textured layer, and because there was already a built-in end cap, did not need to make the crown, and this did everything that I needed to improve the grip, reduce the slip and twist, and dramatically improve my comfort in using the tool. So now I've shown you a couple of different ways to apply these grips to these tools, but I've tested several other kinds of tools as well with really great success. I have a couple more examples for you with tools where I have to swing hard enough and the nature of the tool is such that a problem or mistake in the grip could really become a huge safety problem. Both of these tools are used where they could get wet, and both of these tools had handles where once they get wet, even become more slippery. However, these new grips that I've added have fixed all of the problems that I have, and I truly hope that you're able to accomplish some similar results with the tools that you're using. As you can see here, this one's gone through quite a bit of use, and my new handle's holding up really well. Well, yes, back to that earlier question of how much can you accomplish with one roll? I've actually gripped everything you've seen here, and I still have more left on the roll that I can do to finish up additional handles. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to stop by Dialed In DIY and checking out my video. If you've liked it, were entertained, or maybe I just helped you to get a grip on things a little bit, I'd love it if you'd let me know by clicking that thumbs up below. While you're here, please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you'll get notifications for future videos. Feel free to share this content with others, ask a question if you have it, and please remember to come on back in the future because there will be plenty more Dialed In DIY to come.